What we're going to see is a study in contrast. It's going to take me so long to fix everything you just said. But I'm going to have to scale down a little bit. Is he out there? No, that was a great demonstration. And one of the advantages of a group like this, of an event like this, is we can all come together and you can see different approaches, different techniques, philosophies, and when you distill it all down, it's the same thing. Solid drawing, value, color, and design. And he can just do it on a large scale very quickly. As long as you get all the elements down, the degree of finish is very personal. And you can see from a distance how well that painting held together. I am going to demonstrate from a combination of, can you see this little painting over here? And a photograph. I have a little different take on painting outdoors, even though I am concerned about the quality of the reference I bring inside in terms of paintings. It's the long-term information that I gather that helps me. I mean, I work with photography all the time. I work on photographs all the time. And photography is a great tool. Quite honestly, is there anybody in here that doesn't work from photographs? Sure you don't. You're not fooling me. It's a great tool. It goes back to the days of Frank T. Johnson, Carl Rungus, Frederick Remington. So many of the great painters of the past used it as reference. I mean, in a split second, you get all the topographical information you need, and you back that up with either a good field painting, or more importantly, years of good field painting, so that information is filed away, then you're good to go. I mean, you're a self-contained system. You can go anywhere and paint anything and pull it off. And that's what I try to do, is focus more on what happens after 30 years of painting outside, as opposed to walking away with a little painting like this. Even though these are great for making a house painting. You gotta have that information. Photography for me, I mean, with digital photography, now, photography is basically free. Once you make the initial investment in the camera, it's free. You're shooting it left and right, thousands of photographs. You can dump them instantly. You can look at the screen and see if you got what you need, and you have something to work with back in the studio. It used to be we would spend $9 on our Kodachrome and $9 to develop it. You didn't know what you had until you got home. When you got home, you go through your 36 exposure roll, pick out 2 images and say, well, I might be able to do something with these. Even though when you shot them, you thought everything was perfect. All these filters we put between ourselves as we're gathering reference and painting can be quite damaging if you don't know what to look for. So get out, paint as often as you can, and count on that information to sink in over a period of years, and you really have something to work with. But be careful, because it's a seductive means of painting. Ken mentioned earlier, somebody asked him about projecting. I don't care if you folks project. Whatever it takes to get a good painting. The problem with projecting is that most people who do that don't have the basic drawing skills to understand issues related to perspective, proportion. When you use a telephoto lens, you're narrowing planes, condensing planes, and they don't realize that, so they draw that all in too. And then when they have 1 or 2 successful paintings of doing that, they get even lazier, and they pay even less attention when they're on the field. So you have to be very careful with it. I have a big Mac computer screen next to my easel that I use, but more often than not, I use these lousy little 4x6 prints I get down at Costco. And the reason being is because they're lousy, and it forces me to bring what I know to the table and the process a little bit more, which I think makes for more interesting painting. If you can't get involved with the directing and orchestrating of these paintings, you're in trouble. Same thing outdoors. I mean, all that information is there, but you have to edit out a great deal of it and switch and change things around to your advantage. If painting from a photograph is a test, painting outdoors is an open book test. It's so much easier to paint from life than it is from these two-dimensional frozen images, void of air, mosquitoes, tarantulas that are trying to get in your back, all those distractions that really bring something to the process. Okay? Good or bad? Dancing over rattlesnakes. And I just want to talk briefly about plein air before I get started. When the term plein air really started getting popular back in, what was it, the mid-'80s?
Yeah.
Prior to that, we just called buddies up, hey, you want to go paint? Ray Roberts out here, he used to live in Scottsdale. I'm like, you want to go paint? Always knew what he was talking about. Plein air never came into it.
Yeah.
But once that sort of romantic, interesting term came into play, it brought a lot of attention to what we're doing. Particularly back in the I'd say mid to late 90s, 2000, it really started gaining momentum and attention. And I think it was a really great thing for all of us. It's good for the collectors because they got a glimpse into what we do in the process. It was good for the students because they learned to get outside and came from direct observation. And it was great for us because it exposed everybody to what it was we were doing. The problem is, after a few years of that, the galleries and the shows ran with the marketing end of it, and everything started shifting. And I'm going to say some things that might be a bit controversial, so forgive me if I step on any toes. The first thing, I remember pulling up to one of the events in Southern California, and this big, beautiful, monstrous banner across the top of the museum said, "Plein air painting competition." Here we're going to spiral down from here. Painting is not a competition. Not with me and you, or you and her, or her and him. It just isn't. The only person I'm competing with, or the only thing I'm competing with, is the last painting I did, or the paintings I did last year. If I can one up on that, I feel good. And if you think you're going to get to the level where you're making Zorn look bad, I'm here to tell you it's never going to happen. I don't know what he was eating, but it's... of course, then you had to throw in Soroy. Who was the other guy? Sergeant? So you're just trying to improve on what you're doing. So really focus on that. If you don't, you'll get into this whole competitive thing, like I was saying. You'll get depressed, and you'll stop painting, and it's counterproductive. So really watch that. The other thing was the galleries were promoting plein air painting as a style. A style. Do you folks know who Don Demers is?
Yes.
He's a great plein air painter. Mm-hmm. You know who Bill Anton is? Mm-hmm. Great plein air painter. Mm-hmm. Which one is painting in the plein air style? Thought about that? If that doesn't answer that question right there, nothing will. Don is very, very sort of rendered, but in a painterly way, and Bill Anton. You think Ken Oster's a messy guy? Bill Anton's a very expressive painter. Same thing if you look at Joe Paquette's work versus, say, Lynn Schmiel or Christopher Blossom and Walt Donsky. I mean, these folks stylistically are very opposite, but they're great painters. So that became an issue to us because I started reading articles and hearing people speak, and they refer to the plein air style. There is no such thing as a plein air style. It's merely a means to an end. Gathering enough information and filing it away so that you pull that out when your reference isn't quite what you wanted it to be. When you bring a field painting in where a particular passage isn't resolved to the degree you want, that's when you pull from your imagination. That's when it really works. So it sort of flies in the face of a lot of what's being said out there, but there you go.